Hi guys, it's Promise Sebastian here again. Okay, it's another wonderful Wednesday and trust you are having a wonderful day. Okay, this time you are going to be learning logo design, logo grading, logo presentation in 2D and in 3D. Okay, so we'll start from here. From here, we'll go over to this, how to grade logo, and I will show you guys an example on how to go about this and understand the concept, and then we'll move over to this. Okay, so guys, without further ado, let's get started. So I'll start by getting a blank page. So I'll take all these guys off. So then from project here, I'll get a blank page wide. So everything is gone. Then I'll click my plus button. Then from my gallery, okay, I'm going to my gallery to get a sketch of the logo I did. Okay, it's really important you sketch logos. Okay, so you have a reference of what you are working with. You have the inside of what you're working with. It might not be perfect. It might not be perfect, but it's absolutely okay to sketch it. Okay, so I will crop this guy, crop and crop. So I'm good now. So then I will rotate it. Then I'll use my relative position tool in the shape menu here. Then relative up and down. Then I'm good. This relative, this is horizontal and this is vertical. So then I'll go to layer menu, layer up here. This is the layer menu. I will lock this guy now. So then I will start with my shape combination technique. Okay, so you can do this with Bezier. It's definitely possible, but it's gonna be complex. So to avoid that complexity, we're gonna be doing it with shape combination technique. Just watch closely, okay, and let's begin. Okay, first I will use my plus button here. Then I'll click shape. Then this the default shape is gonna bring for me. Then you go over to this menu here. You click it, so you have other shapes, but this time around we'll use semicircle. So you click on the semicircle now. You click on the semicircle, so it brings it for you. You can change to whatever color you feel like. Let's just change to purple. Let's use purple for the meantime, or the initial color you want to use. So you get the initial color, the color you want to use for the whole design. So let's just switch to red. So then keep this guy, then we'll rotate it a little. I don't want it to be up like this, probably 64, and I'm good now. So then I'll copy this guy, this other guy with copy to here. It's copied. Then you place it here. Then you go over to 3D rotate to this 3D rotate to here. You click on it. This time around, what you will do, we are trying to rotate this guy 180. So we use our X here to rotate 180. You slide the X axis here, the slider, you slide it to the extreme. So you have minus 180 here. This is what you get. So you click good now. So you see the arrangement now. So I can see it's not aligned perfectly well. So I use my position to these buttons here. So I position. Okay, it's still not perfect. So then I'll move down. Okay, so guys, this is a logo design, so you try so much to make everything perfect. A logo is something somebody is gonna use for years. Okay, so it's always nice to be perfect. So we'll copy this other effect, this first one, this first shape, the one that we didn't rotate. So that is the one we are gonna copy again. So we'll copy it. So then we'll rotate it. This rotation, the angle for this rotation is left to you. Okay, you can rotate to any angle. If you want it to bend really well, you can rotate so that it bend, or probably you can follow your sketch. That is why it's good to sketch, so you know how to go about it. So then I'll leave mine like this and then place it here. So I'll copy this one, this other one, then rotate it again, rotate with 3D, then X axis, you slide it to minus 180. You see the writing here, you click good now. So then you keep to it, it adjusts perfectly well. I think this one adjusts perfectly well. So then I'll copy again the one that I didn't rotate. You can copy this one, you can copy the other one, but since this is this up one is supposed to have the same angle with the down one, so we'll copy exact first and second of this one at the top. We're gonna copy the two of them that will combine to get this shape. So I'll copy the first one, bring it below here. So go over to the second one and then copy again, then bring it below here. So then we'll start adjusting to get it well. We didn't place it well. So we use the position tool to place it well so that it fits in. So then I'll move over to the second one, use the position tool. Look at the position tool here. So I'll click on it and place it well so it fits in really well. It fits in when you don't see these stuffs. When you don't see these stuffs here, this edges here, you know that it has fit in really well. So that is what you should look for when you are trying to adjust them. So I'm moving this one to fit in really well. Okay, so guys, this is a logo. You make sure everything is perfect. It's a logo, it's not a flyer. You can just ignore some stuff when designing flyer, but since it's a logo, you make sure it's really perfect. Okay, so we'll move up now, then we'll move this one up again. Okay guys, this is it. Everything is adjusted perfectly well now. So this is semicircles we combine to get this. Okay, I've told you guys what to watch at. It's perfectly okay now. So then we'll remove the image behind. Okay, so now we have the logo. What we'll do now is we'll save it before merging. So we'll save it as logo project, and we'll click done. So it's saved now. So now it's saved. We can merge it, because even though we encounter any difficulty, we can go back to the one that is unmerged, that is not merged, and we'll still work with it. So we'll merge it now. Then we can change the color to black. We'll change the color to black. Then after changing the color to black, we'll then fade it so that the lines will be adding, we can see them, or probably so that it will look gray, but just fade so that any line that goes behind will still look visible. They will still see the line. So these are fading of 38 or 40, anyone will do. So guys, before I start adding the grid lines, I want you guys to understand something. There is a concept behind this shape building. Let me get a square shapes here. So this is the default shape is going to give me, because the default shape is always square. So let me increase the radius of this square shape to 30. Then I'll change the color to black, and I'll click good. Now then I'll resize this square shape, and keep it here. So let me get lines now. I want to show you guys something. The secret behind this shape building, these lines and circle lines and straight lines, using them to create logos and all these in CorelDRAW or Illustrator, is more like filling lines. Okay, when lines intercept, you use the shape builder to fill intercepting lines and to fill touching lines. Also lines that are meeting together, you fill them, and lines that are intercepting also, it fills them. Okay, so let me change this color to black, and then I'll click good, and then I'll reduce the opacity of this my square to 37. So this my line need to be tiny enough. So I'll go to edit and make it really tiny. I need a tiny line. It's still not tiny as I need it. So I'll resize it and off, and increase only the height. So then I will move this guy, move and keep it somewhere here. So it's okay now. So I'll copy this guy, then use relative position, and is now by my right. So then I'll move and use relative position and bring it to the middle, and then I have the line in the middle now. So I'll bring it down, and then it's down now. So I'll copy this guy again. This time around we'll rotate it 90. Rotate 90. Okay guys, I'm trying to explain something. So once we get to this our main logo, you understand the concept and not just cramming it. Okay, so we use relative position. Now we'll move these guys to the left, and then we use our position to, then we'll start moving, then we'll bring it down, and it's lapping now. So we'll copy this guy again and use relative position, then we'll bring it to the left and bring it to the bottom, Then we use position 2. This is the position 2. We'll use it and start moving. Okay, so I'll bring this guy below. Okay, it's below now. Okay, with this arrangement now, if I was on Illustrator or AI, there's what we call shape builder 2. If I'm to select all these guys, if I'm to select this whole circle, there is, you can use select and select all these arrangement, these lines and these square, all these whole arrangement, these lines and this square. If I'm to select them and then click the shape builder 2 and tap inside of it, it's going to fill this line for me without this shape here. Let me just remove this square shape I placed here, something like this. Now if I'm to select it and use the shape builder 2 and tap the inside, it's going to fill it with a square for me because this thing is a square. Then what more if I need a curved square like this one? Now is curved square like this one, how am I going to get it? That is what you should think. Okay, so for us to get this curved square like this one, let me increase the radius of this the radius of the edge of this square. So let me go to edit here. So I'll increase the radius really well so you understand better what we are doing here. I want you guys to get the concept, because if you don't get the concept, it makes no meaning. You always have to cram and cram and cram, and you can't apply the grid lines when you have your own different logo form, because you won't be doing this XS logo every time. Now you might do another logo form which you don't know how to, you might not know how to place the grid lines. Okay, so something like this now. So if it's gonna give us a square once, it's like it was like this, how are we going to get a curved square if we want to get a curved square, since it's lines that are intercepting that is filling and lines that are also meeting? So since lines are meeting is filling it and lines are intercepting is filling it, what we'll have now, we'll get a circle shape. Let me bring back this shape now, it's visible. So I will get a circle shape. So I'll use my plus button, shape here, and make this a circle shape. So this is a circle now. Then I'll go over to my gradient menu here. For you to get a transparent circle, you need gradient. You can't use color here in this edit menu here. For this circle edit menu, you can't use color to make it transparent. If you make this color transparent now and apply it to this circle, it still won't work. So you have to go over to this gradient menu here. Then you add a gradient. I'm sure you have the default white and black gradient in your own. So you click plus. Once you click on the default white and black, you click this plus now. Then head over to the black. Then click this color menu here below, these 6 icons here, this last color menu here, you click on it. Then this third slide here is the transparency slide. You slide it to the extreme where it's transparent, 100% transparent. You click OK and then move over to white, the same color menu, and slide this guy to extreme, the third slide, and everything is now transparent now. So you can go over to the stroke side here in this the same edit and add stroke of 1 to it, and we are good now. So then we'll resize this circle and keep it somewhere. These are my lines. You don't use stick lines for this, okay? So you can try when do your own. Also reduce the size of your lines. These my lines are thick. I mean my vertical and horizontal lines, they are thick. So you can try to make it really tiny, like this, the size of this circle. So with this circle now, I can just place it somewhere here. Make sure it's touching the lines. This my horizontal and vertical lines is touching it. So I can see from here it's touching it, but from this other side it's off now. So I will bring it down a little, and is now placed perfectly well. So I'll copy it again. After copying it, I'll place it here the same way with the same arrangement. I think I moved my hand, so I'll use the position tool to move it up now. So I'll copy it again and place it here, and copy it again. So this time around I got it, and place below. Then I'll use position tool and start moving. I'll move with the position tool. So I have my arrangement now, guys. So with this arrangement, since these lines, these circle lines are touching these my vertical and horizontal lines, let me lock all these. So since they are touching each other, don't you know that if I'm using the shape builder tool, I can feel from this circle all these whole places that are intercepting, feel all this whole, this side that is intercepting, also feel this side that is intercepting, fill this side that is intercepting, fill this side, and have an opening here, have an opening here, have an opening here, have an opening here. What have I gotten? I've gotten a rounded square shape. So that is the technique. Whenever you see curves, you can use circles. It fills it works. It fills lines that are touching each other and intercepting. So with that technique, if you have any type of shape, you know how to use these lines and these circle outlines also to manipulate, because you are not filling in here, you are just trying to manipulate it so it looks exactly as if you did fill it. Okay, so that is the trick. Let me delete all these guys and work on our logo. I just needed to explain it so you understand it. Okay, so now this is my logo now. So then I will get a line. Let me delete this guy. Let me make this guy relative to the center, so it's okay now. So guys, I will get my line from shape here. So I will resize this guy to the extreme and make the color black. So extreme, click good. So it's still not giving me the tiny line I need for this, so I'm definitely gonna resize till it's really small. Something like here is good, so I'll increase the height and click OK. So I have a very tiny line. This is the type of line you use for stuff like this, so it looks mature. Okay, so I'm gonna rotate this guy to lap with this, with the first side of this X logo mark. So once it's lapping, you are good. I mean the slanted side of this logo. So move, and I'm good now. So it's lapping now. Move it up a little. So then I'll copy this exact one I did rotate. So I'll copy it now. Copy it, use relative position. This is the relative position tool. You click on it, use this first one, it's horizontal, then it brings it relative to the center, horizontal. Then I'll use position 2, this position 2 here. So I'll use it to bring it down somewhere here, somewhere here. These lines need to be long. You can make your own as long as possible. So I have something here. So then I'll copy these guys again. Copy these guys, bring it with my position 2. I can use relative position and bring it to the center, horizontal. This is center, vertical. Okay, so then I will rotate it to lap with this other side. Okay, so then I'll move and see it's not lapping really well, so I will rotate a little bit. Not lapping again, I think. Okay, I think it's lapping now. It's 130. Okay, so this is good. Then I'll move it up with my position 2. I think this is good. So then I'll copy this guy again and use relative position 2, send horizontal, vertical. Okay, and then use position 2 and then bring it down. Good. But I want to bring it up a little, so I'll bring it up from here. Okay guys, this is good now. So then I will start getting the circles. So watch the trick in getting the circle. I'll get from my plus, I'll get shape now. The same trick we used to get an outline circle. So we'll go to gradient, fill, no color, then add a stroke of 1. So we'll then resize it. So make sure the circles are not crossing the line in this one. Okay, so your circle might have to cross the line in your another grid you are working on, but this one, the circle don't have to cross the line for you to get that perfect. You see it's lapping really well now. So you copy this same circle now and place it here. It's not gonna cross the line also, it's gonna be in that line. So we use our position 2 to move it to get what we are looking for. Okay, so I'll move it front a little. Okay, so this is good. So I'll copy it again and place it somewhere here. Okay, so it's lapping perfectly well now. So I'll copy these other lines, this up one and this down one, this one. So I'll copy this one, copy, use relative position, bring it horizontal, move down. Then I'll use my position tool to then bring it really down. Okay, this is good now. I think I'll move it left a little and then bring it down. So it's down now. So then I'll copy this. I can still copy this other one too. Copy it, then use relative position, horizontal, and the relative position is used to bring stuff to the center so it can move stuff faster. That's why I'm using it. I was thinking I'm doing some kind of magic. Okay, so look at it. It's now placed perfectly well. So then we'll copy another circle and then place it here. It's not gonna cross. So with the technique of what I explained before I started this, I expected everyone to understand it. Okay, so if you don't understand, just scroll a little back and watch the other explanation I made. Okay, so that is how it works. That is how it works. That is how it works in Shape Builder. So with this technique now, we've actually added the exact grid for us to do for this logo mark. Okay, we've added the exact grid. Okay, so guys, this is the technique. This is the technique. Understand the concept so that you can use it on whatever logo. Okay, so then we'll go over to the 3D pattern. So then I can save this as logo grid. So probably might have another logo grid in my distance, so that's why I did too. So we are done with this now. So let's go over to the other project we saved. So I'll go to my project interface here. I have the logo here. So this is the logo now. So then for me to add that shadow, first of all, I'll get a shape. I'll get a shape, then make it more like a rectangle like this. So I'll click OK, then slant it and make sure it's in the same angle with this. So make sure it's lapping really well with this. It's the same angle. So we'll use our shape tool to rotate instead of our hand. 1/6. So this is 106 angle. I lapped really well for this. So then we'll resize and resize and resize until it fits in, and then we'll place it perfectly well like this. Then I'll change this color to red. I'll change the color to red. So guys, I want you guys to understand something as we are going through this. I want this line to lap, to be in the same size with this, and don't show me and don't show any line of any form or any sort, you get. So probably I'll change it to other color. Let me use purple so I see what I'm doing. I'll increase it a little bit and then move a little down. I want the line to be the same width, okay, like the same, probably the same height, not width. I want the line to be the same height with this logo mark, the head of this logo mark. I want this other shape to be the same height, okay, like you can see now it's matching it perfectly well. So what you will do now, you copy this other shape now, copy this other shape, then rotate it to also be in the same angle with this, the body of this logo mark to also be in the same angle. So I will rotate. I think it's not lapping, so I will rotate again. I think this should be around 49. Sorry, it should be 51. Okay, so now we'll change the color of this, then we'll increase it so it removes this side and gives me what I'm looking for. So I'll make the color white. So this is a white color now, and then I'll push it front a little so I don't see this red I'm seeing now. Okay, so this is perfect now. So what will I do? I will merge the two of them. 1 2 1 2, so that we'll use the middle button and merge them. So I've merged this guy now. I will then erase this white color here so that I will get something like this. This is more like also the same thing I explained, but this one is more tricky. So you erase this white, so I now have a shape like this. It's still not okay. If you use this thing, it won't give me the shadow I'm looking for. I'm trying to get the shadow that was added, the curved shadow that made it look as if it was coiling. Okay, so we will have our first one, but this is not perfect. So then we'll click good with this, and then we'll go over to crop. We'll crop this guy to make it look perfect. So we'll crop this guy, and look at it, we'll have a shape. So don't, even though it's big, as far as you got it exactly what you were doing, you don't have to bother with anything. You still get it back. Okay, so I'll resize so it fits in with the same. I'll resize a little bit. Okay guys, this is it. I have it now. Then I'll use my arrow position tool and move. Okay, now it's now resized. So then I will get a circle shape. I'll get a circle shape. Then place it somewhere here. Then I'll use my position tool to move. I taught you guys about something about intercept, so I will make this circle to intercept with these lines. Whatever this circle is intercepting with the lines, there is where I'm going to leave it. So from here now, at this point now, it is let me look. At this point now, it's intercepting here and is intercepting here. You can see it here and here. So what are we gonna do now to remove this one? We want to remove this thing that is coming out. We'll get a shape, probably a shape that will from here we'll remove this side and leave only the circle, so that we can match this circle and this other shape without this edge here that came out here, so that we'll have that curve. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll get a shape without removing this circle. We'll get a shape, then place the shape at that same intercept the circle was. So that's the place we're going to place the shape. So let me click OK, but not the same color. Probably it can still be the same color, but for you not to get confused, so that you might not mistake or miss anything. So you change the color so it becomes visible, so you can see it. Okay, so I will use yellow now and place it at the point they are intercepting. I think it's here they're intercepting. Okay, this is good now. I think they're intercepting here. So then I will merge these two other lines apart from this circle. Probably you can just remove this circle so you don't mistake it. Make it invisible, not remove. See, you make them with this eye icon here. You click on it, it makes the circle invisible. So we'll make it invisible instead of removing. Then we'll click on this one. We'll click on this button now. Then it brings up these boxes. We can mark the ones we want to merge. I'll mark these ones and this other one. Then use this third icon here. This one, I'll click on it, it merges it for me. So now it's merged. Then I will use the erase tool. Look at the erase color tool here, and on it, then use this sock. Since this is not white, assuming it was white, it will instantly erase it. We can still use white, but do not get confused, we use the yellow. So we use this sock, this one now. If you want this eraser, this one that looks like soccer here, so you click on it. So you will sock this yellow now and click good. It erases the yellow for us now. So then you add your white now. So this white is on now. So this white will now have the same. We will make this white the same color, the same yellow, the same purple color. The same purple color. That is what we are gonna make this white. So this is gonna be the same purple color now. Then we'll position it till it's aligned perfectly well. Okay, it's okay now. So we'll have what we are looking for. We want to zoom in. Okay, so we'll have what we are looking for now. We'll have what we are looking for. So we'll merge the two of them, the shape and the other one. So 1 2 merge. So the two circle and this shape is merged now. So then we'll crop it to make it look like something. Okay, once you leave it like this, the shape is not perfect. I'll crop it to get the exact shape. So I have this shape now, which I constructed with shape combination. So then I'll place this guy here. Place it here, then move a little up. Okay, so I think at this junction we have something. Okay, so I want to change the color of these guys, color of red, the same color with this shape here. So then it has the same color. I'll click OK now. Then I'll bring another shape so that I can merge it, so that it will retain this red color on default, not adding it, not me adding it. It will have default red color. So I'll make this one invisible and then merge it with this our shape, so that it will have a default red color. So then I'll click this merge, mark the two of them, then merge it. So it now has a default red color now. So look at what we'll do now. We'll then go to our color menu, we'll on it, we'll go to gradient, not color this time around. We'll go to gradient. From color now you can change it to whatever you want, but the default color is still red because I added a shape to it to change it to another shape which has that same red color. So then we'll go to, I'm sure you will have a default white and black gradient in your own. Therefore I don't want to use this one I've created already because you might not know how to create it. So you have your own, this color here, this gradient color, you have it in your own pixellab. So you click on it, then use this plus button, go over to this white color panel. Once you're here, you go over to this white color panel, reduce the transparency to the extreme. While you're reducing the transparency to the extreme, so that it's gonna be visible. So look what we have now. We are getting there. We're actually getting there. So then you slide this white one you removed, you slide it here, so you get something faded. Okay, if you don't slide it, you can see the extreme there is sharp. Okay, we need it to be faded. Okay, so you see, look at what we have now. So then we'll copy this guy also and then keep it here, somewhere here. Then we'll rotate till it's perfect. So I will move this guy up and move left and move down and move up. Okay, I think this guy is also good. You reduce the opacity so that it looks much more realistic. So we can take opacity of 70 and then we'll reduce the opacity of this one also, opacity of 70. Okay guys, this is it. This is the trick. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching, thanks for your time so far. Okay, so thanks for watching. It might not be easy, it might look complex, but thank God we smashed that. Okay, so just if you don't understand, you might want to rewatch. Okay, most of the times you understand things at second reading or at second watching. Okay, so take your second time to go through it. It's kind of complex, but if you understand it, you're definitely gonna be happy about it. Okay guys, do share this awesome video if you enjoyed watching it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell button to get notified when I drop an awesome video like this. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching once again, and don't forget to keep creating.